Hooty who's in the house? Right, is Project Cars on this list? Doesn't appear so. There we go. Let's see how this pans out. Hey, Cool Monkey, thanks for coming back, buddy. Right, this pad isn't working. Because it's not freaking connected. Okay. Did you get it? We're getting there. The music is building. The pad is still searching. It is epic as fuck, isn't it? Right. It's now in, it's on, it's connected. So far, so good. Action to... No, I've never... Show me this again. I've told you this. Right. So, where were we? I was dying, that's right. Let's go. Right, so, Project Cars. Gianetta. Let's get back into the swing of things. How is it looking now? Is it even remotely smooth? Still dropping frames according to OBS, which is not good.
It's race time. As you look around the pre-race menu, you'll see a list of all the participants.
Okay, I'm clearly not where I'm supposed to be.
Detailed...
Yes. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Now what?
Know your car,
Ah,
to know the track.
okay, there we go.
It's about exploring the limits
Now the fucking chat's gone.
Once you're comfortable with both, use the session to make adjustments to the car's setup.
Well, I promised you a Project Cars stream. So, I mean, I could always just do this. Watch Paul. I'm working on it. I am working on it. Hopefully. So Project Cars thinks it's running, but it's not running. That's not a good sign. If I'm honest.
And feel how they change your car's behaviour.
Hi everyone and welcome to the VRL. I'm yours Paul. And what I thought I'm going to do here today, I decided to pick up Project Cars 2 and try it in VR because I picked up a steering wheel to add some immersion. I mean, it's not the best steering wheel, it's only a cheap one because I don't play a lot of racing games. So I want to get that idea of what it's like. But anyway, what I'll do, I'll get the slid down in a second, we'll just jump in and we'll take my first look at Project Cars 2. And what I'll need to do though, I will need to maybe go into a test run, get used to the steering wheel. Don't drive in real life, so this is all going to be
right now.
A bit of fun and all
Paul
new to
is
me. What I'm going to do actually,
talking over the top of me. I need to stop him.
turn the volume down on these headphones.
Are you
Very
still
loud
with me,
in here,
monkey?
so I might have been shouting there. Sorry about that. I'll get this.
Right. I have no chat in the headset. Yes, that is a factually accurate statement. I have no Oculus menu. That's also a thing. Maybe we should just go and watch Paul. How are you doing anyway, buddy? I have a chat here somewhere. There we go. Oh. Yes, but no. Yes, I'm starting to get to the point where Forza Horizon is starting to look appealing. But no, because I promised I would stream VR. It's just not going well. So, options. Let's start ditching things that don't matter. Like pit crew. And the amount of pre-rendered frames. Ooh, where's the advanced one? Oh no, it was virtual reality settings, wasn't it? Just fuck it. That's the one that normally kills me. Now I have to restart the game, which is fine, because I was going to do that anyway. And now let's restart the game. And then this time, it's going to be perfect. Ugh, apart from the fact that I don't have any fucking chat. And of course, I think it's OBS. Project Cars is running apparently. Not in the Rift, it's not. Right, this time progress will be had. Stream's still on, which is nice. And I am still here. Are you still here? Can you not see me? Is there no... I wish you'd stop bringing me that up. Are you having issues too? My steering wheel doesn't want to work. Yeah, I've been having issues with OBS. It's what I get for not streaming. Skip to the end. Wait, I didn't want a custom race. I want to go to my career. Maybe we should just try and like race each other. I mean, as far as steering wheel support goes, that is not something I could tell you about because I'm, you know, padding it today, but... Right! We're in the right place. That is my body, mostly. Let's just get out there. Oh, it looks infinitely worse than it did before. Oh, we've got a little map. That's nice. Car looks a pretty cool place to be. Mirrors are nice. Got that rear view. Don't really need that mirror. Got that one. Oh, hello. Grass. This is a much better frame rate. Much better frame rate. Oh, I have not scrubbed off enough speed. Oh, hello. That chicane is not supposed to be in the game. I just don't want to murder somebody on my way. It's practice, don't be a dick. I'm practicing. That's what you do in practice. Oh, those wipers are hanging on for dear life. Up to turn 2. Go on then, do me on inside, you little bitch. Did you see that? He threw a stone at me. That's a nice touch. I'm going to stay right up his arse. Ooh, he's boxed me out of the inside. See ya. I don't know where the track is, though. He had a better line. There's nothing I could do. Ooh, grip, you bugger. Alright, so we need to break lots for that corner. Sorry about that blue car. Maybe we should just 1v1 VRL. Boxed it blue out. I've carried way too much speed. Your current lap times will be not counted. I'm having outside lane, you can arseholes. Alright, you can have it. It's fine. I think that's the guy I started following. I think I've been lapped. I do kind of want to get a wheel, if I'm honest. If I could knock down my own gears, that would be so cool. A friend of mine actually has a wheel. He was going to sell it to me, but he didn't have a gear stick, and I was like, I kind of don't want your wheel. I kind of want to buy the Logitech. Turn more. Oh, I've been hit. I've been hit. Pit crew. Tyres are fine. Everything's fine. His won't be. That was a bad corner. I'm a danger to myself and others. And I'm fine with it. That was way too slow. Way too slow. Hey, M-Dub. How's it going, buddy? Nice of you to stop by. How's everything looking? Haven't dropped any frames lately. That's good news. This thing does not have ABS. Oh, he's right up my arse. Seriously, this second mirror can do one. Turning the behavior in view of the gameplay camera and the driver's helmet. Which one's it on? Edit HUD layout?
The head-up display edit screen.
Skip to the end. No, I don't think that's one. I could knock the seat up. That's a lot better. Push the seat backwards or forwards. Get me a bit closer. I'm fine. I'm mostly fine. So is that... No. That. Turning them off? Or... I don't know. Fuck it. That's better. It's much better. What you been up to, M-Dub? I'm glad that you managed to find this. I'm in 12th, because I've not actually put in a time yet. It's a bit skittish. Oh, he's up my trumpet. And that might be the guy that nailed me. So my problem with Project Cars is it just takes itself way too freaking seriously. Which, as you may or may not have noticed, I do not. Christmas, revision, and exams. Bummer, dude. But exams mean the end is nigh. And that's good. Alright, we need to at least get some laps in. Oh, he's a bit squirrely through that corner. Tyres are still good. Oh, he's going in. It's not bad, not bad. We're up on the last time. We've got a time on the board. Oh, I'm binning it. I'm binning it. We're fine. We're not fine. There we go. All is well. Right, let's get some time back. I hope you're not expecting me to like win races or the career or anything. It's never going to happen. Where's the e-brake in this thing? Oh, I'm now a passenger. Oh, this is a helmet cam. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is not a good camera. I need to take this corner, so... Ah. There we go. This is what we're like. Excuse me. Yeah, me too, buddy. Flat out. Brake now. There we go. We're shaving time. We're just racing me. That's what I'm doing. Unless I can talk the VR realm into playing. He's having steering wheel issues, apparently. I always forget that corner. Always forget that corner. Tits. My rearview mirrors vanished. And my side mirrors have vanished. So this lap is not going to be any better. Aww. No laps for me. Tires and everything's still fine. Forza is too focused on the younger players. I mean, I'll be honest, Forza 4 has not gripped me like I would hope. It's just... I fucking hate that emote bollocks. It drives me balmy. I don't give a shit about outfits and emotes. It's just, what they've done is they've tried to be Fortnite, but Fortnite's not about emotes. They're just popular, but they're not the game. Don't get me wrong, I imagine there was a long arm of, you know, like Microsoft there being like, right, now make emotes so we can sell them. To be fair, Forza Horizon, I never played that game for the realism. I quite like that there isn't realism in that game. It's one of the things that I dislike about this game. I don't care for realism. It takes away from my fun. Like this, I played a race of Project Cars, and it was a case of somebody who had spent 3 hours tuning their car would win. Regardless, I would have flawless laps, and their laps would be 4 seconds more than mine, because they tuned their suspension better than me. I don't give a fuck about tuning my suspension. I don't care about running a pit crew. I don't care about sponsorship deals, and I don't care about all the other bollocks that comes with it. It's nothing that I care for. What I want to do is get in a car and fucking drive it. That's all. Yeah, that's it. That's all I want. I want cars. Don't want top hats. Don't want to be shaking my booty and doing the backpack kid dance and all that bollocks. I just want to drive. That's it. That's all I want. Like this. So that's a better lap than before. But it's going to be nowhere near number 1. There we go. I'm in 12th still. Now I've just binned my lap completely. Yeah. I don't care about racing sims. That's what it is. And the thing is, I'm not mad that this game isn't less realistic. It's a racing simulation game. It should be realistic. It should look at the kind of tyre pressure I have and tell me if that is optimum for the weather conditions. It should do that. Problem is, it just means that I shouldn't buy it. And yet here I am playing it. Because Humble Bundle. I would never pay full price for this game. But the fact that I got this and a shed load more through Humble Bundle means I'm going to install it. Fuck it. Forza, Gran Turismo, they're what got you into... Yeah, and I will be honest, growing up playing things like V-Rally and Gran Turismo is what got me into car games. And then eventually Juiced and things like that came along. Then Dirt 2, then Forza Horizon, and all of a sudden I don't give a shit about Gran Turismo. In fact, I didn't give a shit about Gran Turismo quite some time ago. It's why I don't currently own Gran Turismo now. It was going very, very cheap in the Black Friday sale. You like circuit racing, which is fine. It's what, you know, you have. And I have Forza 7 and have been known to quite enjoy playing it. But I just don't know if it's for me. Shite. That's a terrible line. I'm missing my mirrors as well. I wonder if that's what I turned off. No, I don't. Nope, fuck off about your photo mode. Cockpit mirrors are currently off. Let's turn them on and see if they come back. Forza Motorsport, I better not have fucking dance. No. I mean, to be fair, Forza Horizon is about the social aspect of things, whereas Forza Motorsport is about the driving. So, no, maybe it won't, but... I should have saved off a few milliseconds. Carry a bit more speed down here. Hard into this dogleg. Too hard into this dogleg, actually. Brake a bit more around this bend. Power. See, I don't mind the idea of, like, trying to kiss the corners perfectly every single time. My problem is that I'll do it and I'll still be in 12th. I should have been braking much sooner for that. I kind of been known to sit on a course and just race it all afternoon to get that perfect lap. Keep forgetting there's no ABS in this. Let me get to this straight, then I'll read that. Spend more time on the cars and customization in Horizon. I mean, yeah, I suppose. I do prefer Horizon games, especially playing with friends and not have customization for the cars. I mean, the thing with Forza and Horizon especially is, as you've probably watched from my streams, I just get somebody else to do the customization. So I don't care about, you know... Yeah, I am a second behind this lot, is it? Best lap is 118, mine's 119. Yeah, I'm a second away. Yeah, I don't care about putting the perfect springs on it. And so I don't know whether you ever played it, but did you ever play Need for Speed Underground? Or more specifically, Underground 2? That is games where I spent ages customizing my car. Putting on body kits and bumpers and spraying it bright green, orange, yellow, pink colours. I'm never going to get that corner right. Yes, the one thing that will stop me is I believe this is timed. Yeah, I've got 11 more minutes. That's been this laptop. You never played it. You see, that was the game that I used to love customizing cars on. That was when Fast and Furious became a thing. And then all of a sudden, in games, you could buy neons for your cars. So, as you can imagine, it was all about putting green neons on a car and having bright purple NOS flames come out. Like, it was really, really good. And that was my modding game. I honestly think that Forza Horizon probably has more mod options than what Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2 had. But to me, that is the game where I go about modding. It was just a thing of beauty. I don't even think I've got my original Xbox to load it up to show you what I did in that game. Get on the power, you pansy. It had a Little John and the East Side Boys as the title music. So every time I hear, to the window, to the wall, to the sweat drip from my balls, that was the title screen music. So that's where my head goes every single time. It would load up Need for Speed. You'd only hear a few seconds, but that is me. Every single time I hear that music, my head just goes to Need for Speed. There was that, and then there was a Snoop song. Scheisse, scheisse, scheisse. Forza needs more bumpers and spoilers and stuff. I mean, probably. That's what Need for Speed was all about. It was about trying to beat Fast and Furious. I'm getting experimental on these corners and it's not helping. My mirrors haven't come back yet. Right. That is the terrible, terrible line. I overbraked for that. Hey, Scottish Gamer! How's it going, man? Thanks very much for coming by. And chatting to me and not Paul. The VR Realm is playing this with a steering wheel on his Vive. I keep experimenting with that corner and it never goes well. Hello? I hear noises. I don't think I'm alone. I am getting better. Not at the game, just physically. I've been rather unwell recently. "6 minutes, that's enough time for a couple of more laps. Need to shave some time off. We did really well in this section, apparently. Power. Right, so now we're a second behind our own time. But we can make it up on these other corners by being less shit. Do you have the omnidirectional treadmill? God, no. I wish I did. I've got to stop reading the chat and start racing. I get you, I'm not feeling my best today. Sore, cut, ear and body. Oh yeah, that's what I had. My advice is grab a blanket because you're going to get cold and shaky. And bury yourself on the living room sofa. Netflix is optional but recommended. And lots of muscle relaxants. Ibuprofen. That's the way I went. Time has been invalidated due to the previous sector. Well, shit. That is the best I've ever done that corner. You've got it all on hand. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well, I'll try and keep you entertained. I promise nothing. What? Fuck you, race control. What for? I have no idea what those links are for. Why? I'll fucking stop it middle of track. Now what? Now my chat's not moving on. A bunch of emojis fucked it up. Now it's gone completely. What the actual fuck? This has just been a clusterfuck, this entire stream, by the way. So, sorry, Scottish. Right, Pinya. Hit your nose. Last time I scratched it, it didn't end well. Alright, I think the time is currently going, isn't it? I mean, there's no point in giving a shit about this lap. See, that's the shit I'm on about. Why are race officials telling me to slow down? What the fuck have I done? I don't need no race officials. You're doing too well. Stop a little. Can we just start Tokyo drifting? Fuck it. From Aberdeen! Hey, Tantrum! How's it going, friend? You and I were chatting the other night in Paul's stream, I believe. We were watching the VR Realm. Alright, M-Dub, thank you very much for coming by tonight, buddy. Sorry you didn't get to see much. Hey, Cool Monkey, you're back! That's okay, friend. Wi-Fi can be a pain in the rectum. Also, it can be a blessing. Pick one. Also, I understand if you just got bored and had places to go. Technical problems will do that to you. Absolute pain. Yes. Yeah, I wanted to do this for some time. I was going to do a video on it. But one of my viewers just like, nah, just stream it, it'll be fine. And they had a point. So I did. And here we are. Plus I'm not well, so I don't feel like, you know, throwing my arms around and everything. Getting all sweaty. So why not do a bit of driving? Where I just basically sit there and look around. Is it not available for PSVR? I know like Dirt is. So Project Cars isn't a PSVR game? If anything's going to happen, it's going to happen now. Car's still good? Unfortunately, no. That's a shame. Final lap. Ah, cock diddly bollocks. The duck behind the wheel. You are in for it now, Lynx. And I'm dying. Ugh, a lot. So... Oh wait, that was just practice. What's happening now? I'm selecting. Oh. You. Shut up and just get me out there. I guess PS4 can't handle it. Hey, Abbas! It probably can. Maybe. The mirrors are still gone. Right, so we need to set good times. I mean, setting a time would be useful to me. brake a bit for this, and turn in. Tyres are cold, so we're not going to get anything great right now. Christmas and New Year was pretty great. Got a Nintendo Switch. Made me very, very happy. New Year, I spent laid on the sofa, shivering and praying for an easy death. Isn't it Codemasters? No, it's not. It's Madhouse. Oh, cockadoodle fuckabolic. So, yeah, no, New Year's not great. It was fine. I spent it on the sofa, but I spent it with my wife. So that was good. Dirt VR, you're happy to have that. I mean, Dirt is great in VR, but the game is just so unforgiving. You put one wheel wrong in Dirt, and it's like, yeah, you're dead. No, I don't care that you were 2 seconds away from finishing. You're dead. Codemasters make F1 games. They do. I think the new F1 game is going to have VR support, isn't it? Or so I hear. I could be wrong. Right, these guys are going to be my pace cars. Turn 17. Turn 17? Turn 10? What? Yeah. I'm sure I heard that the new F1 game is going to have VR support. Which will be awesome. See, that's, to me, that's what, like, racing sims are supposed to be. VR. F1. What a better subject to have as a racing sim than F1. Where the cars are made of balsa wood and fire. January 19th, it's been a year. That's another year, no less, Abbas. Where are we? Oh, we're in 7th. That's better than I thought we would see. Everybody else hasn't finished yet. Could have taken more speed through that. Much more speed. Yeah, we're already in 9th. You have F1 in Gran Turismo. So there was a Gran Turismo Collector's Edition in the Black Friday sale on Amazon for like £30. And I was so tempted. Tits. But it was so close to Christmas and I was kind of broke. I just bought a PSVR. And so I didn't go for it. Now it's 80 quid. More... tits. I was expecting to get T-bone then. But Gran Turismo is a racing sim. This is a racing sim as well. Don't get me started on racing sims. I waffled on about it for about 5 minutes. Still in 9th. If you did get Gran Turismo, you have to grind a bit to open the VR mode. What? Why is it not just turn the game on VR? That's a bit daft. Like, it's a racing game. What do you need? Why does PlayStation games make you grind to open VR? Is it because they're afraid that we can't actually do games and VR at the same time? So we need to play it a bit to learn it? This guy is right up my trumpet. It's mainly tracks and cars. You do get VR right away. Oh, that's alright then. VR Realm was playing Persona 5 Dance Revolution or whatever the fuck it was called. Because it had a VR mode. But he had to grind like fuck to get to it. And I was like, why? Like, what's the point? If you're buying a VR game, be a VR game. Scheisse. Oh, that's not the handbrake, that's the view button. Shit. One thing I love about VR is the depth perception. So you can tell exactly where the apex is. I mean, I don't ever pay enough attention to actually use it, but... Also, speaking of the VR realm, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I now have Wipeout. A game that everybody told me I had to try for PSVR. I mean, everybody. I was inundated with play Wipeout. So, I'm going to be playing Wipeout soon. Which will be nice. That could have gone better, could have gone... Oh, piss off. I had at least one wheel on the track. Hey, Zimtok? My friend! I am honoured to have you in this stream, my friend. How's it going, buddy? It's not a Seto. You've... Absolutely ruined me. I think the problem is PSVR has only 4 million owners to 80... I mean, yeah. But, I mean, that's still a great number. I didn't damage anything. Nice vocals. Thank you very much. Wipeout is a blast. That's good to know. Yeah, I didn't know, because this is the first time I've kicked up the stream in a little while. What with festivities of Christmas and New Year's, content has slipped, I'll admit. Yeah. I've got AC, I've just not got any of the stuff. So I downloaded the folder from the Discord, and that's as far as I got. I don't even think I've got AC installed. Or did I? But Project Cars 2 is pretty okay out of the box, really. Astrobot is a phenomenal game, and I am slowly working my way through it. The idea is that once I get back into the swing of things, I'll be recording and making content towards the weekend, and then streaming Resident Evil and Astrobot midweek. But yeah, I do have Astrobot. Are you not live tonight, Zimtok? I'm just going to stick with Zim, because it's what I normally call it. Although you don't normally go live until later on, which I should. I shouldn't be braking for that corner. I'm a goddamn pansy. Be able to hop on and join. Astrobot is fun, not finished it. It's... So, you, I mean, being a streamer, you may... get a little bit more than me, but do you find you were sick all day? Ah, right. So you're not quite over it just yet, then? Yeah, so Zim, you might find that you get a little further into games. Zim is on Twitch. And Cool Monkey is on Mixer. Yes, I'm going out to all three. Yeah, you might be able to get further into games, but recording videos, I see about 20, 30, 40 minutes of a game, and then I have to move on to the next one. It's mildly annoying. That's bad. That is so bad. Proper sick vomiting second. Oof. That means no VR for you. Right, don't break your pansy. I do want to get a wheel like yours. There is a Logitech that is, I think it's basically the Xbox and PC version of yours. My main platform is YouTube, yes. When I stream, I go out to all platforms just to sort of, A, further the VR tag on Twitch, and B, in the hopes that people think, oh yeah, this guy does VR content. Maybe I'll check out his YouTube. For a few hours. The G920, yes. So I've got it on my... Why have I caught up to these people? Did I get good? Or did they get bad? I don't catch up to people. That's not real. That's not what I do. I overbraked on that corner. Right. Flat out through this one. We're in 9th still. That's not too bad. Oh, no. Wide. So wide. Super wide. That's not great. I'm still beating my previous lap, though. I know, I think it's going round. You don't own PC VR, but you're interested in it. I mean, it's fantastic, Tantrum. It truly, truly is. If you've got the lifting power for it, that was evil. I boxed him out very badly. That was properly evil. I'm also Dr. Oculus, so I don't care. Yeah, if you've got the lifting power, you will see beautiful, beautiful things that a PlayStation cannot show you. I'll be honest, though. It's... So, for me, not even dealing with the 3-DOF, 6-DOF situation, PSVR is a nice, close-ish second to PC. Certain games like Astrobot, you can barely tell the difference. And then there are other games that you're just like, Jesus, how did this get through what I hear is quite strict quality control from PlayStation? One of my first experiences with PSVR was PSVR Worlds. And I tried that downhill luge type game. And I was just sat there thinking, what the fuck? I'm just going to stick to my DK2 and just use that, because PSVR is nowhere near as good. Like, Beat Saber on PSVR always feels slow. Do you know, I own Beat Saber on the PlayStation. I've still never launched it. He distracted me. Hey, my mirrors are back. They worry so much about nausea. Yes. I knew he would break. Oh, hello. Lap time invalidated due to previous... Fuck off. There are certain aspects of PSVR that I absolutely love. I mean, I think PSVR was massively helped by In Death. I'd never played it on PC. So then when I launched it on PSVR, did my engine die? Oh. So apparently I have a fuel gauge. So there's that. Oh, I didn't even realise. That's why I was faster than everybody else, because I had less fuel. I also solved the drinking in VR problem. Yeah, the see, that's what another thing I don't like about oh, there we go. We finished 9th out of 10th. Did they crash and die? No, they did not. Right, so remind me to keep an eye on fuel. Did Zim leave? I feel like he left. And I didn't acknowledge it. Sorry, Zim. Hope you feel better, buddy. Alright, we should be a pro at this. We've been racing this course for the last 2 fucking hours. Alright, let's not bump people. Let's just get out there, have a bit of fun. How many, like, wraps is this? Oh, hello. We're in 5th. It's not great. Oh no, you just had some worn layers on. Nice. I am your entertainment now. Oh, no pressure. It makes sense. You've entertained me for plenty of evenings. Oh, I hate this corner. I hate this corner. I'm so bad at it. I've already decided that I'm going to come last. So I'm essentially just racing myself. My favourite car, well, I always end up in Lamborghinis. Take from that as you will. They just always seem to be my go-to car. So playing things like Forza, I always end up in a Lambo. Could be that I just like power and four-wheel drive and that delivers both in spades. I don't know. I do also favour the GTR. Once again, power, four-wheel drive, both in spades. They're braking for that corner. Maybe that's what I should do. Brake for corners. Your favourite car is the F1 Mercedes. Okay. I don't really do F1. Zim, you are a VR streamer as well, and let's face it, rarely do I stream. I don't have a schedule, so, but I really do appreciate you spending time here. Is VR Realm still alive? Do you remember your first time in VR? Ooh, that's a damn fine question. So here's the thing. My first time in VR was mostly spent troubleshooting. I pre-ordered the DK2. You're always on F1 2018. Ah, that'll do it. Yeah, so I pre-ordered the DK2, and then Zim probably remembers this as well. When the DK2 came out, everything was all just ready for the DK1. So you would spend all of your time basically trying to figure out what setting you had to try and get the demos working in the DK2, only to find out they weren't actually optimized for the DK2 yet. So yeah, that was basically what I spent my time doing. One of the first things I got up and running, because I seem to remember that I accepted delivery of the DK2 back in, I want to say July, maybe August, and started my YouTube channel in like October. So that's how long it took for me to be able to actually start recording VR games. I vaguely remember it was the Ponyville experience or whatever it was called. So that one I have recorded.
You're in a good position to take him. Don't take too many risks, but try squeezing past when you can.
I already did. Shut up.
5 minutes remaining. Just set your own personal best fastest lap. Keep it up.
Good days though. I know. So that was one of the things. I would hit the Oculus store post-release,
Great first sector. That's your best so far.
and I'd be like, Dreddles? I was free like a week ago. Affected? I'm not paying for that. Purely because I'd already played them for free on the DK2. Since then, I've played Effect, and I was just like, alright, yeah, no, they can charge me for this. This has drastically changed. Because in the early days, Oculus Share, oh, that was so great.
4 minutes to go.
In the early days, a lot of games, in fact, still to this day, Cyberspace and My Wife, that doesn't sound too erotic. Memorable screen, yeah. It was very misleading, that title. Yeah, in the very early days, a lot of VR games were almost like Unity, Unreal asset dumps. They would just go onto Unreal or Unity, grab a bunch of assets, and then dump them into a VR game and call it a game. There was nothing there. They were just creating VR for the sake of it. And they're probably just practicing. Birdie, it sounds super familiar. I'll be honest, it was, what, 4 years ago at this point? And my memory is that of an old man. Which one is the fuel gauge? 3.4. I don't know what that means. Is that my average MPG? Never got converted. No. See, that's the... Fuck. See, that's the other thing. There was so many things on the DK2, and then you're just like, where did that disappear to? What happened to that? What happened to the person making that? I hate that I just lost all that hard work. I'm never going to get that back now. Not in 2 minutes. I suppose that's what the racing life is all about. Now I've just stopped caring. It sounds very, very familiar. If I didn't play it, I certainly had it on the list to play. What about Dumpy? Did you ever play Dumpy? Dumpy Goes Elephants, I think it was called. What about your first VR experiences? Looked like a Pixar game. Was that the one where you were basically being chased by a bird? Or was that Seagull? Two birds on the back of a motor. No, I never played that. Never played that.
1 minute remaining.
I do not remember that at all. Piss off! 1 second penalty. My first experience of VR was Scavenger's Odyssey. The long yes! Yeah, the long elephant trunk. You basically had to use your face to destroy everything, I think. Which, I don't know if I was just VR-legged at that point or what, but it was absolutely fine. Your mind was blown and you said, you've seen the future. So, what I don't like is the fact that anybody with a mobile phone can experience virtual reality. Pretty short, like, yes. Very, very short-lived. I think it was a 2-minute experience, to be honest. It had the potential to go further, and then it just never did. But yeah, no, So there's a lot of people whose first experience in virtual reality will be slotting their, I mean, not even good, like a bullshit Samsung.
This is where you can see how you did. All drivers are listed.
None of those names are me.
Along with that, you can see the points that each driver scored, as well as various other bits of info related to
So yeah, what they got was basically a watered down bullshit version of virtual reality. You missed line races. There was so many. Did you ever play the Tron bike game? 118, 103. Not great. What's happening? Controls in this a minute. Yeah, the Tron bike game was the first game that ever made me want to throw up. I've impressed a manufacturer. How the hell did I impress anybody? Round 2, practice. I mean, do we have to do all this practice and lock again? I have new emails too. Phone VR is basically 360 video games. Yes, they are really, really poor. Yeah. That did definitely test my VR legs, and it did not go well. There was another one called 3MG or something like that. I can't remember what it was. That also made me want to throw up. It wasn't a result we were looking for out there. What happened? Don't care. Nothing seemed to work for you out there today. Well, get me a better team. Those emails don't exist. They didn't happen. Winlands and detach. So Winlands is, yeah, that is going to murder you. Let's just hit start. Oh, we can turn practice and qualifying off. Fuck it. Let's just go. Winlands. The only reason the Winlands kind of messed me up was the heights. Didn't do heights at all. And then I kind of do now. Don't get me wrong, I still have no desire to go up to the edge of a cliff and be like, woo! But in Winlands, I just throw myself around like it's a no thing. Especially Winlands too. This tuning log, pit strategy, what is that even about? I don't care. Minecraft at 15 FPS was your gauntlet. I tried. Oh, we've got rain, we've got weather. We're in Scotland, aren't we? So that's probably why.
We may need to soften the car off for these conditions, so see how you get on and how well you can get the power down.
Sorry, I got distracted by weather. Where were we? Oh, there's corners. There's corners. That is very disorientating. Let's try not to get sideswiped. Are you going to pass me? Ah, fuck him. No, you're just going to rear end me. Alright, fair enough. I do not know this track at all. Winlands is epic. It really is. And the dev team are amazing. Yeah, you've spent quite a bit of time with them, haven't you? I kind of wish I could go to things like OC 6, 5, 9, any of them. Didn't you stay with them, yeah, through 4 and 5? I follow your Twitter and your exploits with the gang. They seem like a really great bunch. That's, in fact, no, I'll save that question for the podcast. Hopefully, I'll be around for like 10 minutes of it on Saturday. Oh, I was very close to you. You did work in prepping for Winlands too. However, still point, I haven't had a single multiplayer. You've not had a single multiplayer game of Windlands 2 through... through, like, tech issues or, like, lack of willing participants? Or how have you not had a multiplayer game on Windlands? Do you think it's down to your internet? Because you had a couple of issues. That said, Contractors was going fine for you the other night. Makes me wonder if it's like a NAT issue or... Because didn't you also have issues getting onto From Other Suns with Steve? There's a corner at the top of this, remember. Remember! Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Tech issues. Completely unsure. Something in your app build. Okay. Are you... I'm assuming you're Oculus, because you were playing it early days. Not to mention the whole Oculus Gold account. See, I managed to get in with Steve, no problems, on For Other Suns. Do you have Virgin up there, Zim? Or an equally impressive cable provider? I assume you have, you know, quite an internet connection, because you do 1080p 60. That you have the virgins in Scotland. Only of the medias, not of the ladies. There's too much whiskey. I don't spend anywhere near as much time in Scotland as I used to. And part of me is mildly sad about that, and then the other part of me, well, used to do it for work, so I kind of don't care. 30 meg fibre. Is that up or down? $300, that's more like it, yeah. I think I get about 250 down, but then only like 12 up. So I kind of just push my luck at like a 6 meg upload and go 1080p 60. Oh, it looks like the rain's subsiding. And we host a 40 AC and MC. Jesus. And then, you see, I did wonder about the reruns, and then I caught a PC essentially just playing Zim videos in the background in one of your streams and thought, that's probably how he's doing it. Because I know there are, like, services you can pay for. That is, I mean, you are a power user. See, I heard that Virgin were really bad for throttling people, like high users. To this day, never ever seen it. Never seen it at all. My stream, although that said, on the typing stream last night, I was having massive issues with like lag and stuff like that. Oh, tits, I forgot that corner. It's a dedicated box. Been running 8 years, Twitch had their own. Alright. Okay. See, I would never get away with like having a 24/7 rig just up and running. Is it just like a really low power video box? Alright. I suppose the fact that if you're on like the platinum package for their internet, they can't justify throttling you that badly. What is it that you and your fair lady do on a day-by-day basis? I feel like it is computer tech related. Like, as Karen basically got 2 dedicated servers humming away 24. Yeah, you see, I don't think that my wife wouldn't understand and or go for things like that. You're in financial services. Ah, okay. You just do this kind of thing as a hobby. These wipers are starting to get mildly hypnotic. I think we got the lay of the track. Wife is a stay-at-home mom, but she used to be a dev. Ah, you see, I knew there was some sort of dev in the family. And a beast in the kitchen, by all accounts. There was contact there. So, can I just stop this now? Resume session. Return to pit box. I just want to finish. See, this is the downside about having the whole chat thing. No. Shite. There we go. Hey. Window. Shubby. Oh, fuck it. I still have not played those. Low-cost location helps. 2 cats, big dog, me, and the missus. HQ'd out of London. Okay. So, there is no option to... Oh, no, there is. Just skip to the end. There we go. Let's go quali. Because, let's face it, we're not actually going to win. So I'm going to do what I did last time and just drive until I run out of fuel. Bye! Oh, that wind is picking up the rain even worse. Wipers are going crazy. Manual control. It's nice to have those kinds of things in your life that you can get away with. And to be fair, they didn't really make AC1. Didn't modders make it? And they made the platform and everything. I remember trying to cover the game. So I bought AC. Shut up, I'm talking. I remember buying it for the dev kit 2. And then when it first came out, it didn't even work. Project Cars 2, not able to groove it. Yeah, I'm playing Project Cars. So, I hate racing sims. It's nothing personal, as you can tell, I have no desire to tweak the suspension to get an extra millisecond through a corner. And racing sims nowadays have the power and the ability to put that kind of gameplay into it. Your friends think you're mad. No, I completely get it. I mean, I remember playing... So, I have a another Scottish friend. Some of you may know him as Public Function. Some of you probably don't know him at all. But he had a Project Cars League thing that he did. And I had the game and always wanted to get into it. So I joined up. And they used to do like endurance races that would last for like 2 or 3 hours. If you needed to pee, you had to pull into the pits and run away from your system while they were doing the pit stop, and then get back in because you were losing time. They were that dedicated. And I went, I got the, so I thought, right, today's my first race. I had some practice prior, so I at least knew the track. And I started the race. And I was putting in, like, picture-perfect laps every single time. Not one corner went wrong like that one did. And they absolutely... The only reason I didn't come last is because other people crashed out of the race. That was it. That was the only reason I didn't come last. Because I didn't have the perfect tweaked setup. Best thing I've found about AC is Procedural Rally League. Amazing maps. Put down your best 2 times. That sounds pretty cool. Automated leaderboard. And it's free. See, you could get me into AC Sim. If we were just like, look, we're gonna play it, Doc, get all your shit installed, and then we'll play it one night, you could probably talk me into it. Just like I was hornswoggled into playing Project Cars. My problem is that I don't know what I'm doing with it. And the menus seem a bit weird. The tweaking, yeah, that's the thing. Corners, that's bad. I'm shocked I didn't get spanked for that. Okay, yeah, we will do it, Zim. You and I and anybody else who dares to go up against I, Racing Master, 12th position. Oh, this is just quality, isn't it? We'll use up all the fuel again. It's super easy. Does the download folder differ much on a regular basis? Oh, the arse is going. No DLC needed. That's good. That's one of the things that drove me nuts about Skyrim. It's probably super easy to mod with the Nexus mod manager and everything. But I miss the days when I would just go onto Steam, go into the workshop, click subscribe, and it would be in my game. Now trying to mod the Skyrim VR, and you have to go for the special edition mods, but then shoehorn them this, that way, and the other. I downloaded a load, and to this day I still don't think I've played a modded version of Skyrim. No changes in 6 months. Nice, because I downloaded it about 2 months ago. And when I vaguely remember reading in the Discord that people were having really slow downloads of it, I knocked it out in like 30-40 minutes, I think. You can call me Doc, you can call me Andy, whatever, really. I don't mind people knowing my real name is Andy, or Andrew. I don't mind. But Zim for you is much easier to get through. yeah, whenever I do, like, collabs and stuff, I always tell people just to call me Doc or Andy. And they always end up calling me Dr. Oculus. It's your host, they're inconsistent. Ah, right, okay. Nah, I suppose. Well, I downloaded it quickly enough anyway, so I was like, fuck it. How big was that file? I mean, you could probably host it on a Google Drive. Cool beans, nice. When do you want to do it? Saturday night, I'm not free. I mean, I suppose you need to be human again before you can do anything. And then you do have family. No. I saw VR. I want to say it was probably either PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye. They were playing with the DK1. And I was like, I want to go out and buy one of these DK1s. They were just gone. So I pre-ordered the DK2 and I've been in VR ever since. It's that DK2 is basically what brought me Sunday. I should be able to do Sunday for the 9 PM show. Yeah. I can do that. Chill and drive. Nice. I'll be on pad. I've still not got the wheel situation sorted out yet. I will be buying a wheel, but it's once I sell the house. But yes, the entire reason that I know hitting any cons this year, I've not got plans, but I never really do. I always end up just going to them. Because I used to go down to Insomnia at Birmingham, but it just got to the point where it was costing me so much, and all I was doing was going down there, saying hello to people, and then paying £5 a pint. Jim, I would be honoured to meet you one day. Hopefully PD will get us all in a position. But if you turn around and say, like, I'm gonna EGX in London or something like that, I'm in. I'm there. I'm totally there. Yeah, my very first video, it is very, very costly. It was just a thing that we did in August, but like I say, it got to the point where we were just like, let's just not go to Insomnia and then meet somewhere in a city and get drunk where it's cheaper. Except we never actually did it. But yeah, it was Nathy. Nathy was the first person to ever comment on one of my videos. And so I've always been a follower of Nathy. And then it's just kind of led me to you, which led me to Mike, which led me to Rowdy. And now I've come back. All depends on the OC6E, yes. Oh, we're running low on fuel. I don't know how much we have. I don't know what 0.5 means. Well, it means that lap times are getting faster. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Yeah, everybody, I was watching your coverage of OC, and then I thought, well, I've got the weekend. I could actually blow down to EGX. But decided against it, because I was off the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I could have actually gone down, but it was going to be the cost of the fuel and the tickets and everything. I just said, nah, sod it, I'll stay home. I don't know what I did that week. Oh no, I do remember what I did. I played Windlands 2 with Marcus for the first time. Should we pit in for fuel? Oh, we should really pit in for fuel. Oh, hey, Doc. Yes? Your restream chat. Oh, the one on the screen's not freaking showing anything, is it? Yes. Yeah, it kind of does. I have a face. What am I doing here? Oh, that's lost you the screen. That's not gone well. Has that been on the screen the entire time? Dear God, I hope it hasn't. Oh, no, that was where I wanted to be. This one. Restream chat. I need a drink. What it is, I'm doing the chat through the web, not through this. Just gonna say you're a good streamer, mate. Good audio, solid conversation. Thank you very much. It's something that
the
I...
VR realm.
Oh,
you say
God.
Reese used to.
Shush.
My steering
Woman,
wheel
no.
doesn't want
Woman,
to
no.
work.
No, 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 no,
MW
no,
Racing.
no.
Hello.
Oh.
MW Racing. I'm fine, you.
Oh, you guys are gonna get all of this stuff now.
MW Racing.
Text to speech.
Christmas. Revision for upcoming exams. MW
If this
Racing.
doesn't start...
I just love cars, that's it. MW Racing. Forza is too focused on younger players and is more simple and a lot less realistic. MW Racing. I just want bloody cars, not fucking Just Dance. MW Racing.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is so
explore.
old.
MW Racing.
Shush. We'll try again. Right. Now let's see how that pans out. We need to get everything back to where it should be. No, that's fine. Right, so that is now on there, which means it should now be there for you as well. Now the game's back. Let's close the VR Realms counter stream of Project Cars. And I think... No, I can't read the chat now. Oh, no, I can't read the chat now. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, I've had nothing but tech issues since the moment I started the stream. Oh, are you kidding me? You're not even going to give me the Oculus menu now? Am I out of the game? Is that what it is? This is where things go horribly, horribly wrong. Yes, so that's a great start, right. Let's try it this way then. No, guy button's not doing anything either. No, that's taking a screenshot apparently. Damn, we broke it. Wait, that's not going to do me any favors, is it? Do you just look up from the chat every now and again? I always wondered if you actually had anything in your visor or... Because I notice you do utilize the old nose gap quite a bit. I never should have clicked play. I should have just removed it. This is the right one. I don't... Is it A, Oculus and B to get the dotty light on? Yeah, no, that's working. Pain and suffering. When this is in sync mode, will it find it? Or do I have to... Did I make it even worse? Let's look at those mirrors a bit. Will this get me into the Steam menu? It will not. So these don't work. It's not gone well. It's the... I switched over to the home beta very early, and I never ever had a problem with it. So I kind of got used to just pinning my chat somewhere. The problem is that if I'm a nose peeker, it would I just never end up chatting. That's my problem. I might even stop. It's just not gonna work for me. I don't think. Don't think that is gonna work at all. I could try killing PCars. See what that does. Return to the pit. Resume session. I literally just can't. Let's just go back to the pit and skip to the end. Kind your mic. So see, that's the other problem. I'm actually using the Oculus to talk. Yeah, exactly. I do. Wait, where is? I have a microphone. I do have a microphone. I don't know how much this is picking up. Test, test, test. Oh, it's not too bad. If I hold it to my face like I'm a weirdo. Yeah, I do actually have a desktop mic. I may just have to call it a night, because I do also have work in the morning. It's either that or I have to just try and reboot everything, because Oculus... Let's just try restarting Project Cars. Because that's the problem. It's okay. It's absolutely fine. So my problem is, I have no Oculus Home. That's the problem. I don't care about this. It's... yeah. So if I just hold it like so while I'm chatting crap to you for a moment. Alright, let's just shut down the Oculus software. That should fix things. Hopefully. Here she goes. That's where the stream just dies. Right, do we have... It's coming. It resembles Oculus Home. I hear the music. The oh familiar music and joyful sound of Oculus Home. So you come up here now. Bring you to the front and pin you. And launch Project Cars. Alright, BBC top news tomorrow. VR homeless, a modern tragedy. Why did you just disappear? I'll get it back. I'll get the game up and running, then I'll get it back. See, that's something else as well. The The view seems a bit jacked every now and again. Skip to the end. I keep selecting the do not show me again option on that. It doesn't work. The VR cover, that's one thing I wanted to ask you. I do vaguely remember asking you, but I don't remember the answer. Do you use just the cover, or do you use their interface as well? Because I have such a massive, massive head that it actually causes me problems. I know Mike is a massive fan, and I absolutely love, but that is just over. I love the anguish. Slowly I'm understanding those sadistic... Unfortunately, I don't have any Zim points to reward you, though. So, is this the raise? Or is this quality? I need to maneuver this away a touch. It's a must. You use the interface. I can't do it. I literally just cannot do it. Unless I can, like, warm it up and soften it and bend it or something. I even tried to give it away, but nobody entered the giveaway. The one person that did meet the requirements of leaving a comment never actually got back to me for me to provide them with the prize. This is now running like garbage. You didn't notice it. I mean, I do have a massive, massive head. If I'm honest. Like, when I take the Rift off, yeah, the denim itself is absolutely fantastic. Well,
All we need is one clean fast lap. Let's take the pole.
Shush, man. You're never going to take the pole. Don't get your hopes up. Yeah, the cover is so soft, and it does make the entire process just so much nicer. But I just cannot get along with the facial interface. Never really worked for me. Oh, I need to be braking. So yeah, I've just strapped the cover over my original Oculus. Yeah, it's... I don't know why the original Oculus foam covers, they kind of itch my face after a while. I don't know if it's because they get dirty, and then me wearing them and then sweating in them makes it worse. I do have a massive head. I am a medical marvel. I was once featured in a medical journal, but not for the size of my cranium. It was because I'm an idiot with boiling water. That was sneaky! I'm Dr. Oculus. I live in a lab. I'm trying to make it an evil volcano layer, but I need to sell the lab first. They are cutting that corner quite a lot and getting away with it. I need to do that too. It's nothing overly exciting, unfortunately. I used to be an industrial cleaner, which is why I used to spend a lot of time in Scotland. And I was cleaning a boiler. Well, we used to boil the giant tilting kettle, so we had hot water. I now work in a call center. Not fun at all. But yeah, I would be traveling around doing these kitchens, and we had finished with the hot water for the night, and I needed to clean the tilting kettle. But when you turn the tilting kettle over, rather than falling into a drain like it should have done, it would go all over the kitchen floor. So, in order to combat this, I grabbed the lid of the tilting kettle and tipped the boiling water into the lid of the tilting kettle, which would then direct the water towards the drain. Simple, effective. But I threw the boiling water down my right arm, so I threw it down there, which then I flicked my arm away. The floor is now covered in boiling water, so I fell face first into said boiling water, and then I needed to get out of the boiling water, so I burned all of the underside of my arm, propping myself up, and all of my chest. The end result being I was burned quite badly, and so when I went to my local burn unit for this, they was just like, do you mind if we take some pictures so we can feature you in a medical journal? I was like, sure, I don't mind. I mean, it's not like you're taking pictures of my penis, it's just my arms and legs. But that is how I ended up in a medical journal. By being a massive klutz. Yeah, it did hurt a little bit. It was more, I'll be honest, it hurt at the time. But then, of course, I'm stood there with hose pipes, just drenching myself in freezing cold water. The ambulance arrived, put me on gas and air, so that kind of took all of the pain away. The paramedics were... well, I don't know if it was shock or something. So when the paramedics arrived, I was like, good evening, gentlemen, I appear to be in a spot of bother. And they're looking at me with skin just instantly blistering and peeling off and stuff. I was just kind of messing around the entire time. And then they took me to my local hospital. Used to work in a burn ward. Oh, so you've seen it then. They took me to my local hospital where I was just laid on a hospital bed. When I was trying to breathe the gas and air that they left me on, it was like a valve was closed. I would breathe in and nothing would happen. Like I would just suck the mask to my face and I couldn't breathe. So I had to take the mask off, and then I was laid there in agony. And then one of the doctors came in and were like, can you keep it down? I was like, well, I'm in absolute agony. There's nothing, you know, it's not doing anything. This gas mask doesn't work. And he's like, it will if you breathe on it. I was like, no, I am breathing. It literally doesn't work. And then he just walked off and left me because he thought I was being annoying. But, you know, it's the NHS. It's not like I'm paying millions of pounds. I got it for free, so... I put up with the pain for a while, and they came in after what felt like an eternity, probably an hour and a half, dressed my wounds and said, go back to your local hospital in 2 days and get these dressings changed. An hour later, the dressings were falling off, and I was back at my local hospital, and they said, why the hell have you not been referred to the bird ward in Sheffield? You should be coming for daily dressing changes, if not 2 hourly. Like they wanted me to get more frequent dressing changes. And then, yeah, that was it. It was just an inconvenience more than pain. Because I had to drive to this burn ward, which was 45 minutes away every day, and it was not great. But enough about me. So, what did you used to do in a burn ward? Are you, like, medically trained? Are you a jack of all? This guy is going to be an inconvenience to my lap times. I think I've actually put in the best lap time I'm going to get, and that's still 3 seconds behind everybody else. Yes, that was the thing. So why my local hospital was like, yeah, 2 days, dressing change, it'll be fine. I don't know. It's the best I've done that corner in a while. Oh, you're a reporter for several years. Nice. So, yeah, I did that for about a decade. I was an industrial cleaner. Just travelling up and down the country, cleaning prisons, hospitals, things like that. Did all manner of work. Mortuary, surgery, ooh. So you will have seen some stuff in your travels. Some rather gruesome stuff, I imagine. I imagine VR horror is like, meh, to you. Although that said, I did watch you pap yourself at From Other Suns. Although I do think a little... I don't know, it might have just been because it's permadeath. That maybe it added the extra terror to it for you. But then the, yeah, I did that job for 10 years. I now work in a call centre. Not glamorous. You're still a shrieky lad. There's nothing wrong with that. VR doesn't make you shriek. You're not doing it well enough. And the call centre is literally just something that I do so I can live here with my wife. I don't have a career, I have a job. And I'm used to doing my job and not exactly loving my job. So I don't care whether I'm in a call centre here or a scrapyard back south. You run 2 contact centres. Oh, nice. It sounds rather stressful. This may actually be my fastest lap yet. By milliseconds. No, it's worse. And we're out of fuel. Yep, there we go. Let's just do the good thing and get off the track. Yeah. In addition to my risk and control. Well, stop then. Right, can we just quit this now? Skip to the end. Let's go race. Because I always seem to do better in the races. I say that. I think I gained 12th last time because I ditched it. That is true. Do many people at your job know Zimtalk? Or do they just know the B-Man? Oh, look at his little foot. I've not really paid a great deal of it. Oh, hello. Attention to the car. I've got full beam on. Oh, cones are flying already. If it wasn't for kryptonite hidden somewhere in my water supply, I'd be donning a cape right now. Yes. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. You will also have to get me back into contractors. Seeing as you hornswoggled me into paying money for that game. I completely blame you for that. Only boss knows. Yeah, I suppose so. That's a good point, actually. I haven't told the company that I work for. Do you know, I don't know if that restream chat's frozen again. Oh, it hasn't. It's fine. It's quite small, isn't it? Contractors is amazing. You make it look easy. It's not that easy. I might turn off qualifying and practice, you know. Because I like this more. Just a string of cars in a race. That said, this is where I'm learning the track in practice. Conflict of interest, it's a financial... Yes, yeah. I don't really have that, but I do have social media guidelines that I need to follow. I breached them on my first day, but because I hadn't been informed of them, nothing ever came of it. And I don't think the company know about Dr. Oculus. I think they just know about my previous persona. Ruthless Woofus. AKA Gaming for Good 11. The Ruthless Woofus Twitter account I abandoned years ago. When we do racing in AC, it's generally just chill driving. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's what I like. It's why I want a wheel. The problem is this room does not have anywhere for it to be when it's not a racing wheel, when it is just an ornament. Otherwise, I would own one right now. Literally right now. I would have gone on to Amazon and bought the wheel that I want. Do you find it's okay just strapped to the desk? I know the pedals just underneath, or have you got some kind of a mount for them? Yes, yes I do, and I am perfectly fine with it. The wipers literally did nothing then. I don't know if you saw that. The wipers literally had no effect whatsoever. I'm having him. Sod him.
Good job, we're up to P10. You can do it, mate. Keep digging, keep digging.
Keep digging? I'm a driver, not a miner. Oh, that's a bit too wheelie. Must be flat. Right. Because my friend does have a... like a wheel stand for it that holds your pedals and everything. And I admit it works very, very well. And I considered buying the wheel off of him and living without the gear stick.
Keep it up. Nice one.
But I just want that gear stick. The problem is most games nowadays have cars with like 7 gears. So when you've got a gear stick with 6 gears on it, you're kind of either limited to 6 or flappy paddles. And it's just not as fun.
UPB. 5 minutes remaining.
Well, that said, how often in games like this do you hit top gear? So I probably wouldn't miss it. I just always like the idea of being able to slam my foot on... Did I just get hit? No, I didn't. I just ditched it. Yeah, just jam my foot on the clutch, throw it into whatever gear I want. So nice just to come and hang out. I do this so rarely. That is absolutely... It's been an absolute... Because, I mean, you know as a streamer, streaming to yourself is just horrible. Having somebody here for me makes it equally more fun. I would have stopped
sector. Come on.
Ah, so do you play against the missus?
4 minutes remaining.
I noticed you've got the whole thing going, but I always wondered if you were just playing with the missus or if you were playing against friends. I tried to get into like Hearthstone.
Brilliant first sector. That's your best so far.
I just don't have a strategic bone in my body. It's just not me. I don't do it. So planning out cards and things is never going to work for me.
That's the best second sector so far.
I'm only going to have... Am I having two? Oh, no. Just the one. I'm boxing him out. Sod off.
Nice one. That's your fastest lap so far.
I love how you can just look in mirrors and see people bearing down on you. That's one of the great things about VR and driving games. It's not a massive... Like, when it comes to VR and driving games, you don't really use VR much in the sense of you only ever really look forward. But what kind of a penalty? Race controller evil. Like, you're not doing full 360 views and things, are you?
2 minutes remaining.
Okay. Yeah, I did try... I tried Hearthstone. And what's the Elder Scrolls Legends, is it? I tried that because I got some cards. In fact, no, I didn't redeem the Humble Bundle cards. Used to be a judge in Ireland back in the day.
Lovely job. That's your
Nice. How... So, wait, as a judge, I kind of figured that, you know, that guy still got cards left, he wins. What's the judgment element to it? Is it like boxing? After an hour, they're just like, look, he hit him more, so he wins.
One minute to go.
That is the best I've ever done that corner. It's never going to get better than that. Judgment calls for complex rules. Right. You have to know 15,000 card... Yeah, sod that.
That's your fastest lap in the race so far.
I don't have time for that.
Is the last
I'd tell you one thing, though. When I did meet up with PD... he did say something to me about Rowdy and his daily schedule. Sod off. That made me feel like a piece of crap YouTuber. And about how he gets up ridiculously early to make videos. Wasn't there some card combinations that essentially break the game? Like, they either put you in an infinite loop, or they're just unbeatable. 200-player tournaments are fun. They sound like I would have no hair left whatsoever. Bullseye, you get sick playing this. Yeah, that 5 AM start is just mental to me. Hey, I made it into the top 10. feel that bad playing this. I don't know if it's just VR legs or what, but I generally don't feel too bad playing racing games. It is inevitable, yeah. It'll be a case of I will have watched YouTube at some point, as you do, and one of those videos will have come on where it's like game-breaking things that they banned and whatever. I don't know why I'm turning my head when the microphone is here, but yeah, so that's where I would have heard that. I would have had it on in the background and then just... You have new messages? No, I do not. You've shown an extraordinary affinity towards our cars. We'd like to extend a warm invitation for you to come and race in the proving ground as a guest. We wanted to see you behind the wheel. I have done nothing for you. I've done nothing but moan and crash. Recent set of cards cycle in and out, so it's not the full 20 plus years of cards. That game's been going for 20 years? Oh, Silverstone. I hate this track. Also, I feel like I got a message earlier. It's probably my wife. I do PSVR. Oh, nice. That is probably Zim. And everybody's playing Subnautica. Oh, my wife did message me. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, I do stream PSVR. My PlayStation is currently not set up. Otherwise, I would do, but I will be putting it back together again to carry on Resident Evil and do what Mike doesn't dare do. Subnautica, yeah, it's something that I never really touched on, and then it came with the Epic Store, and I was instantly blown away at how gorgeous it looked. I was expecting a lot worse. Thinking about dropping it, the quality just hurts your balls. It's... yeah, I mean, Astrobot is pretty decent. Do you have the normal PlayStation or the Pro? You still can't play this one. 22 hours on hardcore, Jesus. I probably will miss the DLC purely because I'm just too freaking cheap. Rain again? Well, we are in England. I will have to see how I get on with the PS4 Pro, but the output quality is not up to par. But I assume are you using capture card or built in? Excuse me. Even with a dedicated PC and a capture card. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it's the thing that's always going to bring me back to the PC. Whilst every now and again, like I've had to knock down a couple of settings for this, so there is a thing that looks a little bit janky. It's still not as bad as like PSVR at its best. You would rather see dog shit in the audience see good, yeah. Yeah, I completely understand that logic. What kind of a corner is this? It's a wide swing, okay. Yeah, I do understand that. See, the thing with the Resident Evil, and I didn't think it would be a problem in the headset, but it is. Especially on the output. you notice how it's checkerboarded all the way around the edge? Where is the sodding track? It's over here. How it's checkerboarded around the outside of your viewpoint. And I was just like, wow, that is really, really bad. But figured it was just an output thing, and then realised that you can actually see it in the headset. And that is shocking. To think that got past the QA at PlayStation. I did not prepare for that corner in the slightest. This is actually quite a wide, fast track. It only gets a little bit twisty towards the end. Do you watch much in the way of racing? Or is it more of just a experience in and out of VR? I don't watch any TV, but I have been known to bob down to Silverstone and it has completely left my head. Not Castle Huntley, that's up your neck of the woods. What's the word? Is it Rockingham? No, I didn't go to Rockingham. What's the frickin' racetrack that I used to go to all the time? Oh, that's not gone well. I'm distracted. You don't watch much at all. I used to go and watch the touring car. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the track that I used to go to. I feel like it's Castle something. I don't care. It was great fun. Watching Jason Plato crash into everybody. This is a terrible lap. We're just exploring. Sod off. These marshals, I tell you. They're nothing but killjoys. Oh, there's a barrier there. That's what I get for nose peeking. Your dad's big into racing. Yes. I remember you saying that when you're the Sunday drive. Castle Donington. That's what it was. Pity he doesn't game. Yeah, I actually I was about to say that my dad is now long deceased, but my mum has a boyfriend, I guess. It would, yeah. I used to, every now and again, there would be a small nugget of hope that I would be able to game with my dad. He would latch on to the weirdest games. There was one on the Commodore 64, the light gun game. And I came down one day and he had been up really late on at night playing the light gun game because he liked to shoot the little rabbit. It was a clay pigeon game, but there was a little rabbit that ran past. So when you shot the clay pigeons and you'd still got a couple of bullets left, you could shoot the rabbit. He absolutely loved it. And then Duck Hunt became a thing, and yeah, that was about all I could sort of get with him. Boyfriend looks like this. Ooh, boo, 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 boo. Yeah, so, I don't know if that's a very strange shaped dildo. The reason I brought up the boyfriend is because before Christmas I took the Go down to my mum. Because at my wedding I hired a company to bring a Vive and a HoloLens. And she kind of put it off and put it off and put it off. And then by the time that she did actually get up the nerve to go and play on the Vive, they were packing up and leaving. An octopus. They were packing up and leaving. So she never got to try the Vive. And so she never bothered. So then I took the Go down, and she used the Go. Thank you very much. It was 2 years in March now, I think. God, I better get that right. The wife will kill me. Yeah, it's 2 years in March. So I took the Go down and showed her Blue and a couple of other things, and she was just like, that's really great, and my fella will like that too. So she went and told him about it. So he wanted to play on the Go really badly. Christmas Eve, I took the Go down, I showed him... What did I put him on? I didn't put him in Blue, because Blue has done nothing but misbehave. Ever since they updated it to the 5K version, it just does not run at all. Well, I mean, it runs, but it is just not watchable. But I put him in a couple of experiences, and the next thing I know is I've got a message saying, Andy, how do I go about setting up an Oculus Go? Mine's coming tomorrow. So he's bought an Oculus Go now. So there is a good chance that I can actually start doing VR things, even if it is the Oculus Go, with my mum. I'm having him. I might try and get her in Spaces. I need to go down there and get him set up. Zim, it has been an absolute pleasure and an honour having you here this evening. Absolutely, I'm probably going to go and spend some time with my good lady wife as well. Holy crap on a cracker, and I'm also in first. Would you look at that? Yeah, there's 19 in this. Thank you for the chat. Yeah, it does, and that's what I absolutely love about doing this kind of thing. You don't get this with pre-recorded content. So, yeah, thank you very much for hopping in, and hopefully you're feeling a little better soon. And I look forward to Sunday. Say hi to the wife for me. Oh, you said a name. I can say a name then. It's Karen. Yeah, say hi to Karen for me. It seems a little scummy saying it like that, but... Like, say hi to your mom for me. Nah, buddy. Yeah, I think that's probably a good place for me to hang my hat as well. I'm going to stop there. It's been interesting. It's been fun. I quite liked it. I wonder if Paul's still going. I might have a look. But until next time, folks, it's been a joy and a pleasure. The doctor is out.